If you're looking to grow on social media this year, this is the only strategy that you're ever going to need. And this is the one that I've used for over 2 years now in order to go from 4,000 followers on my Instagram to over 200,000 followers on my Instagram. And with TikTok going from 0 pretty much to 20,000 and then eventually over 300,000 followers. Loads of views. You're probably looking at about 50 to 100 million views on every single one of these platforms, obviously including YouTube as well. And this is the exact strategy that I used to do all of this. And I'm going to explain everything and break it down so simply so you can understand it, take it for yourself, literally steal this exact template and framework that I've been using for 2 years and start integrating it for yourself right now.
All right, so this video is going to be pretty much the comprehensive guide for you to be able to grow with content and go from getting more views, more followers, and then of course more clients. We also know that more views and more followers doesn't automatically mean more clients, but it's a general rule to follow. I mean, if you're going to get more views, you're going to get more eyeballs to your offer, potentially more followers that trust you more, and then more clients. So definitely follow this, especially when you're posting content. So this is just an example of my Instagram and TikTok. This was 2 years ago. This is now. I don't know why I've got an account warning there. I must have done something bad, but probably not. You know what social media pages are like these days. But anyway, that was 2 years ago. So these are the 3 types of content that you need to keep in mind and that you can definitely do even if you work a 9 to 5, have a full-time job, or even a part-time job. You can use these, especially the first one. So the first one is going to be quick and easy content. So this is built for momentum. Without momentum, you can't scale or build a business. You're not going to be able to have any consistency with anything. So you definitely need to do these at minimum. These are going to be daily fast edits, usually things that are like 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds long. And these are things that you can edit on your lunch break, things that you can edit first thing in the morning, things that you can edit whilst you're at the gym. Very easy stuff to edit, and I'll show you examples in a second. Then you've got the value content. So this is for trust purposes, to build that authority, to educate people. Maybe it's a step-by-step guide of an exercise or something that you're walking them through, maybe a workout. And then you've got 3, which is targeted content. So this is where you're going to entice people to DM you, to book in a call, to comment on your post, to comment something on your post, to reply to a story, to vote on a poll. So that's what's going to get you the clients. That's what's going to get you to start conversations with your ideal client by calling them out. Okay. And must have talked about this before, but this is top of funnel. This is middle of funnel. This is bottom of funnel. This is just a simplified way I've put it. And I'll also send you this whole slideshow if you want me to, just let me know. And this is some quick and easy content that you can replicate. So this is like 5 to 10 minutes duration in terms of editing it and posting it. You should be able to post at least one of these every single freaking day. If you can't post at least one of these a day, something's wrong with you, okay? Because it's so easy to do, especially if you already have a database of videos that you've recorded of yourself at the gym or working out in general. You definitely can make time for this. You can't tell me that you don't have at least 10 minutes a day to edit at least one of these videos to post in order to build momentum. Your posts don't have to be perfect. Stop overthinking the process. Just post, build momentum. Without momentum, you don't have a business and you're never going to be consistent with anything. So make sure you're doing this. And to be honest with you, most of my clients that I'm mentoring right now should be able to post at least 3 of these every single day. At minimum, you should be able to. If you can't, there's obviously a problem. We need to address it. Let me know. But these are examples that I've even given you right here, so it makes it very easy for you to understand exactly what you should be posting. First one is an exercise with a text overlay. So this should be pretty easy. So this is an example. Obviously, this video is particularly built for engagement purposes, for people to comment. You've got people that are agreeing with me, people that are saying, no, that's not true. Perfect. It's going to give me more engagement. It's going to push my account out there more, and that post. Perfect. And it's perfect for my offer as well, because I'm wanting to help people more with hybrid training, not just bodybuilding. I want to stay away from bodybuilding because that's not my ideal client. That's why I made this post. But as you can see, it's 2 clips back to back with some text over the top and a popular sound. That's all I did. And I just matched up the sound with the video cut. I'm pretty sure I did anyway. Let's see. On the drop, switched the visual shot. Done. Perfect. 500 likes. I think that's got 20,000 views. You could easily get a couple clients from that video right there. Okay, that's the first one. Let's get off that as well. Then you've got this one, this example. So this one is, you've probably seen this before, but one visual of me doing an exercise with 2 bits of text. 8 signs you're lifting too light. I'm targeting people, and I'm telling them to read the caption on the last bit of the video. Okay, so this video is about 8 seconds long, and I'm going into a lot of detail to educate people on this video right here. Okay, and therefore people can save that video, people can comment maybe if they don't agree, but it should get a lot of views because the video is really quick, and whilst people are reading this caption, the video is going to be playing in the background, which is going to push your account out more. Okay, another example right there. This one's also very easy to make, should take you 5 to 10 minutes. I was going to say seconds then, not that quick. As you can see, using a popular sound again, and it's just me before and after of me, basically with some text over the top as well. Use a popular sound again, obviously cut the visuals on the drop, I think. Same concept, shouldn't take too long to edit. If you have a before and after pic of you doing pretty much anything, whether it's a skill, whether it's a physique photo of you or a physique video of you, utilize that, post it, okay? Build that momentum. Then you got a side-by-side one, which is also easy to edit. I believe Adam, if you're watching this, I know you did this earlier, but I'm sending this to all my mentored clients. So this is not for a particular person because I've talked to you about what I'm going to send to you today anyway, all of you. But he's literally made this same edit that you just sent me earlier of a different exercise. You can do this as well. So you can add a question like which is better, which did more work, what's more optimal, what's more effective, and you can let people comment, let people choose. As you can see, this got a lot of comments. I've posted this same reel as well about 3 or 4 times, and it's always done well. It's always got like a minimum of like 100k views every time I posted it. I think the first time I posted it, it got maybe 3 million. So even that is a great way to get more engagement. The video is not too long either. It's about 5 to 6 or 7 seconds. And it's just a side-by-side one. You can do that with pretty much any single exercise. You can even do that with a physique photo of you, like which physique is better, or what's better, weightlifting or calisthenics. Same concept, right? Done. Then we've got motivational carousels as well that you can use. Utilize carousels, vary the content up. This one's so easy to make. Honestly, I just used ChatGPT for this caption. I made out that I didn't, obviously, just to drive more engagement, just being smart with the caption that I chose. And all this is just a carousel of before and after things. So this was after, this was before, this was after, this was before, this was before, this was after, this was before, this was after, this was before, this was after. That's all I did, right? And it still got a lot of likes because it's relatable. It's a journey. People love relatability. People love to connect with you in your journey. People love to see the come up, from you starting from zero. Easy. And then you've got client win carousels as well that you can also use. If you have client wins already and you have transformations, use these in carousels. Of course, you can use them in stories. I know Tom used it in a story the other day and got his first DM from someone straight off the bat. This is exactly what you can do. Same kind of concept. You're basically posting, well, this example is me posting a series of transformations from some of my clients over the year. And I'm just saying swipe for the body transformations, keeps people on the carousel for a bit longer. Of course, you can do this with like a bunch of different transformations, but you can also do this you can also do this individually. So just, let's say I wanted to just post this one, I could do that and then add exactly how Anthony, for example, lost all that weight. I'll explain the whole process. That could be an individual post, and I can do that for every single person here, or I can post it in bulk and just do the same thing. Okay? Easy stuff. You should all be able to do that. The goal with this is to build consistency and stay visible. You have to do that. Okay, next up we've got value content. So this is going to take a little bit longer, maybe 30 to 60 minutes to edit. So you can spend the weekend doing this if that's when you're the most free. But you need at least 2 to 3 of these a week. And I would go for more, to be honest with you guys, especially if you're in the mentorship. You should be going for at least like 5 to 10 a week, not 2 to 3. Okay, make time to do this, whatever you have to do. Stop scrolling on your phone, stop watching TV, stop doing some bullshit. Focus on making this value content, because this is really what's going to get people to trust, like, and admire you, and also trust you and see you as an authority within your industry. So these are the formats that I would use. I've even provided links as well. So this one's like a step-by-step tutorial. There's 2 different types. So this is the first type. This is me literally just showing an exercise with me giving little visuals over the top. This didn't take actually that long to edit. I think this took me about half an hour. I remember editing this literally as I was waiting for my barber to cut my hair. So that just shows you guys, like, you don't have to spend so much time editing, especially when you get good at this stuff. It becomes very easy and natural for you to do. And this is what's going to bring in new clients. Look, 25,000 likes. This is posted in May. And it fits, it gives value, it gives authority. It shows people I know what I'm doing. It gives them a step-by-step guide for ease. It allows people to save it. It allows people to comment because they enjoyed the simplicity of it, you know? It takes a little bit longer to edit, but it's worth it. It's going to give you more value. It's going to give people a reason to follow you more. Then, of course, you've got this step-by-step one as well, which takes a little bit long to edit, but it's worth doing as well. I'm showing people how to do an exercise, the steps that I did to get there. Easy, right? They want muscle ups, save this, done. And I matched up the sound again to the visual. Matching up the sounds to the visual is a really underrated part of it. Obviously use a trending sound if you can. See what's got a lot of uses and use the sound, okay? Because that's going to give you even more chance of going viral. I'm even going to talk through like the hashtags that you should be using as well in a second. I might do that in a minute actually. But nonetheless, let's keep going through the value content. You've also got the explainer videos with the B-roll. So will look like this, where I'm explaining 3 reasons why you should be using the hybrid method, which is obviously the method that I created. And I'm giving people 3 reasons, and I'm talking with overlays over the top. Of course, you might have to outsource this to an editor if you can't edit it yourself. These are a bit hard to edit, but it's going to build more of a connection with your audience because you're talking to the camera. People see you as a normal human being. All right, easy. And then you've got the talking head videos, which you could replace with the explainer videos with the B-roll over the top. So this one you could also use instead, where I've literally been posting these recently, where I'm literally just talking as if I'm on FaceTime to someone or something, or sending like a Snapchat or whatever. And I'm just explaining a concept. I'm connecting with my audience. It's face to face. It's very personal. That's what's going to build that trust and connection with your followers the most, and the people that watch you, and the people that maybe don't even know you yet, that see your video for the first time. There are going to be people that like you based off of those types of videos. And then you've got the carousel educational videos as well that you can also use. It's not letting me click this for some reason at the moment. There we go. And this will take a little bit more time to edit, but it's going to be very, very useful. As you can see, I posted this and it got quite a lot of comments of people sending me the keyword with the CTA at the end. You can also use the same concept. You can use, obviously, Instagram carousels to edit this yourself, but you can also use Canva. There is a free version of Canva, which is basically what I'm using right now to show you this video. And you can just make an account quickly and you can use a template on Canva to do exactly the same thing I've done here. But I'm giving a lot of value in educating people on exactly what Daniel did to have the transformation that he did. I'm sending people his workout that he used. Of course, it doesn't have to be his exact workout. You can change it a little bit. And then just give them a keyword at the end if they want basically what I'm saying in the video. If you want 6 more 45-minute exercises like this, comment the word busy, right? People do. Then you can start a conversation with them. You can click on their profile, message them, say, hey man, I saw you message busy on my profile. Is it the 45-minute exercises that you wanted? And then he'll say yes, and he'll be like, cool man, let me send them over real quick. Send it over to him, make a Google Doc, use ChatGPT to do it really quickly. Send it over to him and say, and by the way, like, what are your fitness goals at the moment? Start a conversation with him. Be natural, don't be pushy, don't be salesy. Talk like you would with a friend or a stranger, right? You're not trying to sell them anything. You're just trying to have a conversation to understand their pain points, to then use it later on a sales call and in the future conversation of the DMs, okay? Best times to post these videos, especially value content. This can go for all the types of content, to be honest, but usually the best time to post the value content, as well as the next one, which is targeted content, is going to be Sunday in the day and the night. Most people are doing absolutely nothing on a Sunday evening and in the Sunday in the day. Everyone's dreading work the next day. Monday as well. Monday night's going to be a good time because people just finished their first day of work. They're lacking motivation. Friday, day and evening as well, is going to be good. And also Saturday, day and evening is also going to be pretty good. So think about that when you are posting the value content. And then with a targeted content, which is going to be the bottom funnel stuff where you speak directly to your ideal client profile, you want to be using the formats of real stories and carousels as well. These are some examples of hooks that I've used and videos that I've used for the target content in the past, where I'm speaking way more directly directly and talking more about people's pain points. The key, guys, is to talk more about people's pain than you do about your program. Of course, you can mention your program here and there. You can tease it. You can say, he used a hybrid method to do this, but don't go really in detail because it's going to put people off a call with you to learn more. You want to be teasing the method, you want to be teasing your blueprint, you want to be teasing your offer, but you don't want to be telling them about it. You want to be addressing pain as much as you can to draw people in. And then you want to be saying that your method is the key to solving that pain. Okay? Here's an example of a video that I made to improve posture, which is calling out my ideal client, desk working men over 30 who want to get lean, mobile, and muscular. That's my offer. So I'm really focusing on exercises they can do if they work at a desk and their posture's bad. As you can see, I think I said that on the caption. Yes, I did. These are not going to get as many likes, these types of videos, because it's very specific, but it is going to get your specific client to trust you way more than it would if it was just a generic video for anyone, which is going to be more about the quick and easy content. That's going to be more generic. The value content is going to be half generic, half targeted, and the target is going to be full targeted. Just to explain that further. And then you've got example 2 of a similar video.
Put on those extra pounds of weight because you're too busy, it's all your fault. But don't worry, I'm here to fix that. See, I'm just like you. I travel a lot, work a lot, and I do not have time to cook at home. But the difference between me and you is that I stay lean all year round without bulking or cutting.
So in this video, I obviously had a keyword at the end that I'll show you in a second when I said it. But as you see, I called out the client right at the start, the ideal client that I wanted to work with.
So I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Comment the word hybrid and I'll send you over a 21-page free guide explaining exactly how you, a high-performing, busy individual, can stay in shape all year round. Thank me later.
See, I called out the idea client. I reminded them at the end who they were. I understood their pain points. I was talking about how if they travel a lot and I'm just like them, I'm relating to them as well. You can use the same template or from this video that I used. And just basically saying that I cracked the code to stay lean all year round, which is what my ideal client wants to do, right? So you can use the same thing for your offer as well. And this is going to be way more targeted, way more direct at my ideal client. And then you've got this type of video you can do as well.
Since Aaron lost over 35 pounds of fat in just 108 days. Most people think that he had a secret workout program or a special diet, but it was actually me optimizing his sleep, which helped him recover better.
So I'm saying something that's not generic. I'm saying something about sleep rather than anything else that actually improved his workout life and his transformation. But I showed his transformation right at the start, showing that my concept works, showing that social proof, showing that my method is essentially valid, and therefore drawing people in who want a similar transformation. That's exactly what I did. I called out the client way more directly. I said, if you're like Aaron and basically your sleep sucks, this is how you can improve it. This is what he did to get this transformation. Maybe sleep is something that you need to improve on as well, which is something they might not have thought about, but this is in my hybrid method, my offer, right? You can use all these different examples right here. And then you've got CTA examples you can use. So you can say at the end of each video or carousel or story, you can say, DM me the word XYZ. My one's obviously desk, or you could say comment the word change for my free guide, my 21-page guide. You can mix it up. You could say that you have a guide, a free guide that you can send them. It could just be a Google Doc. You can say that you have a meal plan that they can steal for free. Comment the word meal if you want to get access to that, and I'll send it to you. Those types of things are great, right? Because it's free stuff. People like free stuff, okay? And they're going to trust you more. They're going to build more of a connection if you're giving them free stuff with no catch, right? And then you can start a conversation with them as soon as you message that to them in the DMs. Then you've got polls and stories, which Tom used this strategy literally yesterday that worked very well. Use interactive stories all the time within your targeted content. So on a Sunday evening, ideally, you want like a story sequence where you talk to people about some sort of story about yourself, the transformation that you had, or an issue that you had that relates to your ideal client, like a pain point, or you talk about a client that's already gone through the process of your program that had the same pain point as your ideal client has as well. And you can make a poll that's very generic, like the one I made recently, for example. Let me try and get this up. I don't know if it's still there actually. Let's see. Yeah, it is. So This one I put ever felt stuck in life. This is very generic. It gets a lot of people to vote on it. And if a lot of people vote on your first poll from your story, it's going to get way more views. Okay. Let me pause this actually, just in case it goes on. It's going to get way more views. Your stories are going to get way more views, and maybe not even from followers, from random people that just find your account because it got so many views and it's recommended. Sometimes that actually happens, guys. So if you have a poll in your story right at the start, especially when you're doing a story sequence, people are going to interact with it, and you can go into the poll as well and see who voted, and then message them too, which is what Tom's doing right now, I believe, one of my clients. And you can also add stickers as well. So there's a sticker thing on Instagram as well, where they can like click a fire emoji, and then when they do that, it DMs a fire emoji to you, and you can just respond to their DM with the fire emoji. But yeah, you can use my current stories as the same kind of as the template essentially, right? So telling them about my story, going a bit more in detail on it, saying I found something. So this could be your concept, your offer, showing social proof that it works, and then giving them a CTA. So this one's a link that they can click, but your one could be just DM me the word this, or reply to this story, or click this sticker right here, or vote on the poll. Could be that at the end as well. You could still do a poll at the end. But anyway, let's stop rambling on about that. That's the target content. And then you've got the video creation framework, which is how you're actually going to edit your content and think about how you're going to create your content. So use this template that I have used for years in order to essentially build your page, build your profile, and get more clients. So the first thing is planning, ideation. Think about an idea, pick the idea, think about the camera angles that you're going to use, think about the trending sound you're going to use, and note it down. You can even save videos that you find on your explore page, and you can even follow people in your niche, your competitors that are making similar content to what you want to make and you can make, that's feasible for you to make, especially the simple ideas that you can just pretty much steal for yourself and reuse and slightly change certain things around. A lot of people have imposter syndrome, and they think that they can't just take other people's content and use it for themselves, and they think that they're going to get in trouble. No, you can't gatekeep exercises, you can't gatekeep content, you can't gatekeep frameworks. If I was showing someone how to do a push-up, I can't just say to them, oh, someone else said you said to do a push-up in this way, so I can't tell you how to do a push-up because I'm going to steal someone else's idea of how to do a push-up. If it's the right way to do things, it's the right way to do things. Just use the framework, right? Don't reinvent the wheel. And then write that idea down and make a content bank. And I've even given you a content bank template that you can use for yourself to jot down ideas, select the type of content that you're going to make, whether it's Instagram or YouTube Shorts, potentially even TikTok if you're going to go that route, but let's focus on Instagram for now. If it needs work, select that. If it wants to be approved, select that. If it's crap, select that. And you can add like a script file that you can make on Google Docs if you're going to make a script for that video as well, if it's like more of a talking video, or you can add like an example of an idea here as well if you wanted to, just so you know exactly what you're trying to replicate. But pick content that has done well in the past, right? Don't go onto your competitors and pick a video that's done crap for them. Pick a video that's done well for them, because that's going to give you the best chance in gaining that momentum, in going viral, and people seeing you, your offer, and yourself. You're already going to be unique and original if you're posting yourself. So don't worry about stealing some sort of framework or stealing someone's idea or concept. You're not doing that. People aren't going to see it that way. Fact. Okay? If it's obviously word for word, then yeah, you're probably going to be a little bit in trouble. But if it's in terms of you just replicating an idea that someone had, it's fine. No one cares. Then you're going to work on the editing, right, for this video. So the template that I follow, which I use all the time, and I've given an example of this as well, especially for the step-by-step type of video, but this can be for any type of content, is having a cut every 3 seconds, especially in the first 3 seconds. The first 3 seconds of the video, you need to cut it after 3 seconds, okay? And you need to line up each part of the sound that you're using, or the song, the trending audio, ideally, with each cut. So this is an example. I've been doing this for years and it works really well. See how the beat dropped and after the first 3 seconds, and it went straight into the video. That keeps the retention really well, keeps people interested. I'm also giving people value in this type of content, and this is more like the quick and easy content, but you could also say this is more of the value content as well. It's a mix of the two. But yeah, so easy to make. To be honest with you, it's just clips added together, matched up with the sound. All right, and as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm cutting it every 3 seconds. Obviously, if it's 3.2 seconds or 3.3 seconds, it's not the end of the world, but you get the point. You get the idea, okay? And then you've got the post and distribution element of it. So this is where we focus more on captions in terms of the keywords that you're going to use in terms of the hashtags. So this is very, very important, guys. Make sure you're listening up for this. Obviously as well, use CapCut for all of these. This is free. You can use it for yourself. You could get the paid version if you want. I don't think it's too expensive, but I'd recommend just getting the free one for now. Don't worry about paying for anything. Just get the free one. It's one of the most effective editing softwares that you can use just on your phone to edit very, very quickly. It's very user-friendly. Some of you guys probably already using this already. But anyway, let's go back to the distribution part of it. So how are you going to package this all together? Once you've got the idea, once you've edited it in the way that I would edit it in terms of the template, now you have to think about how you're going to package it all together, which is going to be in the caption, which is going to be in the hashtags. This video got about 2 or 3 million views, I think. Could even be 5, I don't know. And got a lot of likes as well. One of the reasons why this did so well is not only because I used a popular sound, it's not only because I basically added something on the screen every 3 seconds, but also because I made sure that Instagram knew exactly where to push this video and exactly who it was for. So this video was about back pain and a back exercise that people can use. So what did I put in the caption? I put back pain, right? I put back stretch. I put back pain as a hashtag, I put back pain relief as a hashtag, I put back pain exercise as a hashtag. Instagram knew exactly where to push that video, the ideal type of person to push that video to. If you're making a video about, let's say, for example, a handstand, you need to say 4 steps to do a handstand or how to learn a handstand. And then the hashtags, you put handstands, handstands, and then also you put calisthenics. Potentially you could put something like gymnastics as well, but we don't really want to target gymnastic people. We want to target people that are interested in calisthenics. Of course, maybe if you're a gymnastic coach, that might be something that you would do, but in terms of the clients that I know I have, it's more to do with calisthenics or hybrid training. So I would just stick to 3 to 5 hashtags that connect exactly to the video that you want to make. Make it extremely specific to the video, but you also want to make sure that the hashtags that you are using do have a lot of usages. So what I mean by that is that when you do type the hashtag in, what will happen is it will come up, when you type it in, it will come up with how many times that hashtag's been used. If it's been used over 500,000 times, so 500K, use it. If it's less than that, at 100K, you could still use it, but it's not going to give you the best chance in going viral and getting a lot of views. But the best ones are going to be ones that are like 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Don't put viral. I wouldn't recommend that. That's a bit outdated now. Don't put viral or For You page or anything like that. Stick to very, very specific things because that's going to target the ideal person that you want even more. We don't want generic hashtags. We want things that are very specific to the person that you're trying to target within your offer. All right? Cool. And then we go on to the last 2 slides. So this, I actually need to change this. So quick, let's just say reels for now, or shorts, quick shorts. So quick shorts are going to be for momentum and views. The value content is going to be for authority and trust. And the target content is going to be for your clients, your sales, and of course your conversations that you can open based on the interaction that people have with that type of content. Okay. The final reminder, guys, is that people don't buy info, they buy you. When I talk more about the pain points, when I talk more about the connection that you build with the audience, the trust that you build with the audience, and hence the authority, that's what's going to make people want to buy your program and buy from you. They're going to be intrigued. They're going to want to find out more. Show your personality in the things that you're posting, build a connection with your followers and the people that are watching your content, and then win clients based on that. Get clients based off of that. Okay, that needs to be essential in your content strategy. Yes, you can post a quick type of easy content. You can post the value content, and you can post the targeted content. But if you're not showing yourself on the video, if you're not talking in the video, connecting with people, it's going to be very hard to win people over. People aren't going to buy into you necessarily. Okay, there might be some people that do, don't get me wrong, but you want to be making sure that you're talking to your audience by showing your personality in some respects, whether that's in the type of video you've made or whether it's you talking in the video using your own kind of lingo, or, you know, just speaking how you would. Be you, right? People buy you.